and felt a chill down my spine. That was definitely a werewolf. Hello guys, and welcome back to Buff Daddy, and welcome to this new free game called The Monster Inside, an audio visual novella by Random Seed Games. The music reminds me of Mafia, if you ever played it, like Mafia 2 or Mafia 3, I think. I have played it on, I think, one of my friends' PC. It was so damn nice. The music is actually like emotional, like just listen to it. Okay, without any more talking, let's get right into it. Okay, let's start, shall we? Damn, this music is gonna get me hard, like real bad. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I had had in years left me feeling like I had been punished in the show. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. Fair enough. So this is my office. Fair enough. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Venti's office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. Look at the cigarette in the smoke. Fair enough. It was a slow month. Weeks since I had had any real case to work on. So I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner. Where is it? Safely covered with an old b-shirt, so... oh, this one. Okay, fair enough. Next. I don't dare look at my own reflection anymore. I'm too afraid of what I might see. A monster maybe? Perhaps, who knows? Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. Fair enough. The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. So there is a girl now. Apparently there are no characters in the game right now. I don't know. Girl. Mister, please. You gotta help me, mister. Oh, it's like choosing what the dialogue goes for. So, calm down. Sit and talk slow. Okay, thanks. It's just no one will listen to me. Just tell me your tale. I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of a whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily, sweet Lily. She told me she was his mistress. The man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Such a lousy name, I can't even pronounce it right. Whatever. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk. Mr. Franz was a drunk, philandering bastard. But this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Sorry. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Francis' wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Oh, so I'm a detective. Oh god. Nice case. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him and no one believes me. he gotta be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? So Lily says, well, Mr. Jack. You can just call me Jack. Jack. Whoever did this or did that to his wife must been the one who took him. He would have never left without me, he promised me. I'm sure Mr. Francis promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me and they wanna bring him in on charges. Sorry. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Fair enough. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they hadn't found much yet. Fair enough. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with a pitchfork is more dangerous than one more with money. Fair enough. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. Let's play it cool, okay? You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. Lily? Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you, but please be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or a kidnapper. I think it was what? A beast. A beast. Oh my god. Oh my god, Lily. Beast. It's me talking inside of my mind right now. The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Ouch. Not a word many used these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, right? They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges. But I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. Well, we'll get to the bottom of this. Leave the detective work to me. Let's just keep it cool. Well, that's definitely an interesting story. So Lily says, I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of things. Okay. Sure, can't you see how busy I am with cases? Yeah, fair enough. I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit, yeah, we see that. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I wanted her before she left to keep her doors locked and call. Sorry. I need to reread that. But I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. Oh yeah. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night, I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there that the cops had missed. Next chapter, completed chapter 1. Okay. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I have got a knack for finding the things others overlook. So this is the park. Fair enough. There's a mark on the tree. Okay. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. Like, I feel this Jack is like a werewolf or something. Who knows? It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. So there was a faint smell. The scent was less of a thinking and more of an emotion. Seduction. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of trepidation or maybe even outright fear. But Mrs. Francis seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. So it's a Dracula or a vampire? Who knows? Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Pushing the thought from my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. So, it is me to investigate the scene, okay. Muddy footprint everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the print that cops left behind their heads. Next. But cops stood wear 2000 pairs of carcanos or whatever it's called, it's a shoes. Okay. It looked like Mrs. France was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. So, fair enough. Let's investigate some more. There are marks on the trees. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt a chill down my spine. That was definitely a werewolf. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was the mark of an accident magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here. But I was no stranger to the strange. After looking around for a while longer, I realized that the bark had given up all it was hiding from me. So I trudged back to my apartment, and my head hit my pillow like it owned me money. Next chapter 2 completed. I like the music is so damn good. The next morning I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares. But I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask. Lily, so what did you find? Well, I've got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about beasts, but something unnatural was at play. Might be right to worry about monsters found the spell's mark. Let's not tell her about the magic yet. Well, I've got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Oh god. I probably shouldn't have given her false hope like that, but she seemed like she needed something to hold on to right then. She didn't need to know about the mark on the tree, I think. How do you know that? Where is he? There was signs he was at the scene and slipped away. Found his footprints. Seems like he got out safely. Let's comfort her. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. but you don't know where he went. Where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related? What news? What news is that? Haven't you heard? No, I haven't. Nope. Rough night followed by a rough morning. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. Damn. Let me guess. Chief Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amato was a shit cop and a shit chief. He was half the reason I left the force, but now his wife was dead and had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head. لا. Again. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain at my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work and she left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night after the cops had cleared out the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mrs. Amato's untimely demise. Next chapter number 3, the docks. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil. And could it be? What? That smell again, like someone had bottled pure aerosol and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgetting memory. But the sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hands shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions, follow the evidence, so I had to investigate the scene. Red Phoenix cigarettes, some shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a board. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. So, is it Mr. Francis again? I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. So this is a chapter unlocked, a chapter 4 completed, so I think the next one is going to be 5. So I'm gonna leave it there. I think I'm going to complete it next episode, so I'm gonna split it on 2 episodes. So if you wanna see more, just smash that like button below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. It would really mean a lot if you left a feedback in the comment section below. At anything guys, see you and مع السلامة.